Hi everyone, I'm Miss Casey, and tonight I'm going to be reading The Humble Pie. Here we go. The Humble Pie. I'm a pie, a humble pie, and that's no lie. Aw, shucks. I don't brag, I won't gloat, I never take credit. I go with the flow, I stay low key, down low. I'm never showy, oh no. I really don't mind if you claim all the glory. I will gladly lift you up so you can fly. If you want the spotlight, I will happily stand in your shadow. Sure, every once in a while I yearn for a little recognition, a sense that somebody has some idea of what I've been up to. But mostly, I'm okay with being overlooked. It's part of my day-to-day life. That's just how it goes. Meanwhile, my best friend is a cake named Jake. We've known each other forever. He makes everything, and I mean everything, look easy. For instance, he always gets the best grades. He's absolutely amazing at sports. His social skills are top notch. Here he is at a birthday party. Watch how he mingles. Note how he makes everybody feel comfortable. Look how he lights up the room. And here I am in the background, mopping up the spills, taking out the trash, refreshing the appetizers, wrangling up the toddlers, and making sure everything runs smoothly. It's who I am. It's what I do. I'm used to it. Fact, nobody notices pie when there's cake nearby. Yes, Jake is my best bud, and I'm content to just stand next to him, lending my support so he can shine. Because I'm a pie, a humble pie, and that's no lie. Ah, shucks. But something happened recently that changed the way I see myself. Listen to this. One fateful afternoon, our science teacher, Mr. Berryman, announced that we could select our own lab partners for a project. We would have a week to prepare a presentation. Jake and I paired up, of course. I was pretty excited. What a dream team. Yes. On Monday, we brainstormed. On Tuesday, we sketched out our plan. Jake got a little off track, though. On Wednesday, Jake said that he'd be late. Then, he never showed up. On Thursday, it was just me again. On Friday, I started building our project by myself. It turned out that Jake was busy with nearly every extracurricular activity in existence. Finally, the night before the project was due, Jake called to say that he would be late. He had some half-baked excuse. This really takes the cake, I thought. I'd had enough. I was beyond overwhelmed. There was no way I'd be able to finish in time. Suddenly, I was sweating, and my palms were clammy, and I felt a little wobbly. I realized that I needed to say something, anything. I didn't exactly love the idea of confronting my best friend, but it had to be done. And if, for once, I wasn't going to sugarcoat it. When Jake finally arrived, I nervously cleared my throat and said my piece. Look, I know you have a lot on your plate, I said, but I've been doing a ton of the work on this project, and it's really stressing me out. I can't do it all on my own. At this rate, we're going to be mincemeat tomorrow. I need your help. Jake stared at me for a long time. Then he looked out the window. He furrowed his cake brow. What if I'd made a huge mistake? What if Jake didn't want to be my friend anymore? Maybe I should have just done the work and kept quiet, as usual. Gulp. Jake let out a deep breath. Then he nodded. You're 100% right, he said. I'm really sorry, and I'm glad you said something. I don't deserve any credit on this assignment. I'm such a flake. I shook my head. You're not a flake, Jake, I said. You've just been busy. And the good news is that there's still plenty for us to do as a team. I know you'll rise to the occasion. You have layers of talent. Jake smiled. Aw, shucks, he said. In that moment, I realized something important. For so long, I had convinced myself that being humble meant staying unappreciated and unseen and occasionally getting walked all over. But there's nothing wrong with having a tough conversation, asking for help, or making sure you're being treated fairly. And Jake realized something too. True excellence in life is about more than grades and sports and activities. It's about being there for your friends when they need you. The mood immediately improved after that. Yes. We got to work. We ate snacks. We listened to music. We stayed up most of the night. It was actually fun. We crossed things out and switched things up and rehearsed our presentation. And guess what? In the end, everything came together. Yes, the dream team was back. The presentation was a rip-roaring success. Mr. Berryman even complimented us on our teamwork. Bravo! That was the icing on the cake. We've both gotten the chance to shine. Our classmates were impressed too. Hey, great work, fellas. My buddy here deserves most of the credit, Jake said. I blushed from my crust to my toes. Aw, shucks. These days, I'm still a humble pie, but now I stick up for myself, and I take credit, and I have tricky conversations when necessary. And you know what? It's incredibly gratifying. I'm proud of the pie I've become. It's possible to stay humble while showing the world who you are and what you can do. You don't have to remain in the shadows. Yes, I'm finally ready to fly, and that's no lie. The end. I hope you enjoyed this new Jory John book, and good night.